Hello all, in today's video we're going to do an explanation of Hodstock Hills, the Herald of the Outer Brood raid. This is a tier 1 raid that released yesterday, January 4th. And basically, let's get to it. Alright, so Zone In at NPC is on the east side of Hodstock, so Zone In and we'll pop you up over here. And let's move on up. The event area is in the southwest part of the zone. So you're basically going to move your raid force up. And a little explanation before we actually get to the video of us doing it. So you see here there's 6 mobs up, and the boss here, the Herald of the Outer Brood, the object is obviously to kill the Herald of the Brood. If you look at these mobs here and target them, they're going to have different buffs on them. For example, this one here has hardened skin. This one has the Outworld aura. This one has the runic shield. This one has nothing. This one has nothing. And then this one has a magical shell. Alright, so what do these things do? Hardened Shell makes the bearer extremely resistant to physical damage. Basically, this is the melee shielding. The next thing is Outworld Aura. This one is a damage shield on it. Runic Shield is a reflect to spells. And then Magical Shell is spell immunity. So, this is important because the boss is going to, during the event, get these auras multiple at a time, or whatnot, and you need to deal with it. And how do you deal with it? And we'll explain that in a second. So the event starts by talking to the Herald. You need to be in really close for whatever reason and talk to it, and we'll start the event. The raid needs to kill the 6. Once the 6 dead, the boss activates. And you need to deal with it. So what I would suggest for the raid, as far as preparation is concerned, is to pre-target them. So if you're a melee, you're not going to want to touch the melee one. You're not necessarily going to want to touch the damage shield one. The spell one, yeah, sure. So as the melee, you'll throw that on your extended target, right-clicking the exclamation mark, hit current target. The third one, the one that has nothing, yeah, you could hit that one, bring it in. That melee shielding you want to skip. And then the last one you want to throw on an extended target. As opposed to if you're a caster, you would want to put 1, 2, 3, and 4, moving left to right on your extended target, so that you could do it. Ideally, you'll want to place your banner in the center of the area. Let's say place it right over here, and bring all the mobs over. This way you get your A heals, rampages, or whatever going on, killing them. And since they're in a pile, if you already pre-target the ones that you could kill, depending on your class, go for it. Kill it, kill it, kill it. Boss will activate, bring it over here. So the boss will, at times, have different abilities. And what will happen is, if it gets like the melee shielding, there'll be little auras on the floor. So you'll want to bring it to the green aura. That will negate it. If it gets the damage shield, you'll bring it to the yellow aura. Spell shielding blue, and then melee purple, and then whatnot. So I would say, as far as priority is concerned, you'll need to understand your raid force. Is it melee heavy or caster heavy? If it's melee heavy, you're going to want to prioritize the green aura as it happens, as opposed to if you're caster heavy, focus on the purple one. The damage shield and the spell reflects are the least important ones, and should only be done if the boss isn't melee shield or spell shield. So that's important. The boss also has some effects where it will put out a nasty aura in the outer area of it. If you leave it, you'll take damage and die. So you can't run too far from the boss when that aura happens. In addition, there's going to be like this little orange viral cloud thing. Whoever gets it needs to stay away till it fades. If they stack together, it will spread and continuously do damage, and that's not a good thing. So you'll see that in the video as well. There will also be boxes that get planted throughout. If you have like your ranger kill it, that would be good. And also to note, while we're on the topic of rangers bowing negates all of these. So rangers are free reign, and as well as pets, free reign to DPS anything and everything as they please. So rangers and pets are going to do extremely well. They don't care about those things. So there's that. So in the video, I didn't hit record at the start. The boss has already been taking some damage, but we'll get to that. Alright, so moving around. Oh, another important thing is your main tank. Make sure that they're a big illusion. Reason why is there's going to be a blind from the boss in the front. So, for example, if they use this big robot one, the raid just needs not to be on the tank side. So that's important. Alright, so enough talking. Let's get to the video and do commentary as it happens. Let's make sure this is at 2x speed. Okay, so the boss is already at 78, and here we go. So this is the orange aura, the viral thing that I told you about. People need to stay away. Again, this is our first run. We're learning it. Most of the people here did not do beta, so there's that. So there we go. So we're DPSing. Main tank here is the Minotaur. There's Hungrin, so make sure the raid is not on this side. So the emote said go to purple, run around stuff. See, I ran ahead and got blind. So, meh on me. So having a good tank, moving it as they can is important. At some point we realized, yeah, we should reset and stay at the banner. Alright, so here we go. It's got the reflect as you see here, so he's going to the blue aura. And as the boss loses health, multiple resists will happen on there. And ads are going to be percentage based. So you just kill the ads. Make sure the ads are pulled together in case that outer aura thing happens like I mentioned before. So this was where purple. It should be green though next time. Right, because that's the melee shielding you see on here on my mouse. There we go. Kill the ads. So now it's blue. See this spell shielding. Oh, very important. Only the tank go in the auras. No one else should be going in the auras till they go away. And you see here the tank resets it to the banner. There's some guilds that bring everything to the banner and the raid stays there. Either strat works, but I like following it just because you get more DPS as killing as you can. Alright, so pause the video real quick. That's kind of hard to tell. But you see that hazy thing? That's the outer one. If you're out of that aura range, you get killed. Oh, I forgot to mention the bearers. You'll probably see it emoted later on, but they're going to be these manipulator models, and they'll two spawn at a time on the south side, and they'll go towards people. They will explode. The range is 150, not to hit the raid. So the proper action is if you get emoted, you run towards the manipulator mob, and then let it explode away from the raid. Obviously, if that outer aura thing happens, you need to be in the aura but away from the raid, which is enough. You know, if you're just at the outer part, you'll be fine. Pretty sure my shaman gets emoted a couple of times. We'll see. Alright, so melee shielding. See how it has two buffs, blue and green? So we picked the melee free one because of priority. You see here on the upper left? That's the outer one. If you're out of the aura, that's the one that will kill you if you run outside of it. Okay, so now it's blue and purple. See that one can go there. So in reality, we should have went to the purple, but you know, learning. And it's kind of hard with Gina, with the voice priorities telling you this, and you only hear one. So you'll need to look at the debuffs and decide as a tank. And that's something the raid lead or raid force needs to determine. Hey, are we more caster heavy or are we more melee heavy? Alright, so it's green or purple. So we say, we're melee heavy, go green. Sorry, casters. See here, the bearer focuses on Malador and Dizzy. Those guys need to run away and then let it explode. I think what happened here in this part, Dizzy ran it out of the outer aura and died there before the bearer. Or both killed him. Alright, so boss has just blue, so just go to blue. I think this expansion is going to be a lot of fun if you play a tank. I mean, play a good, attentive tank. See, those are the bearers. They're going towards people. I really think my shaman gets... Oh yeah, he does, but shaman's on the other machine, so you won't see it. Alright, so green, again, melee. And basically this is it. You just keep on going. You're gonna need to decide what you need to do. So the spell resist has been on for some time, so casters have not been able to DPS the boss, but they could DPS the ads. And truth be told, from parses and everything like that, even though we're focusing on curing melee, our casters were still top on the DPS. So for sure, casters have a benefit even with the negative effects to it. You see, it goes down pretty quick. Killing the ads obviously is priority. And when to burn? Off the top and just roll it through. The beam, when I say the blind is frontal, it's a frontal cone. So even being shifted to the side a little bit is no good. So here, I think it was just reflex, so need to go to blue. See, again, resetting to the center allows the tank good visuals and, not a far run to run. Since following the mechanics is more important than DPSing, it's a good idea. Alright, it's over. And I really should have hit IOG earlier, but I was watching the raid and learning the raid. Sometimes that happens. Alright, so green or purple, guess what we pick? Hey, we say casters go have at it at the last 9%. It was good times. Me like, but I'm hitting for one. And that should be it. overall, my impression of Tier 1, fun. They're not hard. Most guilds should be able to handle it. You know, as long as you could rally over 40 people, I think that's a good cutoff mark. 40 and up should be able to do these raids. And there we go. First win for my guild. Yay. Alright, so that's it for this video. That's this raid's explanation and how we did it. And obviously, as we get better, more comfortable, it'll look cleaner. And I will do Vanquisher achievements once we understand everything and get it done. Alright, thanks all. Good luck. And again, if anyone needs Gina triggers or have questions, feel free to contact me on Discord. Not a problem. Alright, bye-bye.